Starting the drive with Algier. And some room to maneuver. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 42 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. So first down, and they'll stick with Algier. 48 yards on the ground for him so far. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tyler Algier, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. Oh, a nice spin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in a victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
First down, it's Herbert. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 more on that one and another first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around the bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talking about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You break out, or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now on 2nd and 16, Herbert. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 37.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Right back to Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really... So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 57 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. On 2nd, here's Algier. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Well, these two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So a win here in Charlotte will give them the season sweep. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll roll him out right. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the Titans, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make the play on that back, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
52, shot, 17, 560.
Algier will try to pick it up. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On the counter, here's Algier. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Falcons are able to move back in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed. And they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming in. The Panthers at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 50, here's Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
The Falcons take over first down at their own 12-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 112 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Algier with another carry. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll run for it with Algier. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go. 38. Black Ultra. Six. Mega. Yellow.
He'll drop to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get
right?
your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone, get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts.
as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Play action. It's Herbert. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And some room to run now. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll stick with Algier. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway from the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Now a throw here to his running back. A second time. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and run. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll give this to Hubbard running right.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
He'll drop that down to Hubbard.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal.
From 28 yards out. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd and 11.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the value of the challenge and coverage on this important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown.
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he returns this to the 22.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. They also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 30 on 2nd down.
Herbert. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard.
And he gets us up across the 35
before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him involved in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
A give running right, it's Hubbard. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Herbert has it knocked free, and the Falcons grab it. Taking it right down Broadway. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Coup for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Falcons 27, Panthers 17.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That caught by Tremble. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1 quarter remains here on this Thursday night. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. On first down, Justin Herbert. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
Throw left side complete to Isabella. And he's brought down after a very nice game. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he stopped immediately there. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Hubbard, and he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
timeout set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Xavier Woods, the free safety, helped to make the tackle.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
No gain on the play that time, and they look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
10 cycles.
Algier going straight ahead. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Striker, 3-3. Ready?
2nd and 9 now. Dumps this one off to Algier. And he'll get up near the 45. He'll spot it at the 44. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
No pressure on to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Back to throw here. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Five, 97. 38. Going to be rail.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Ready up.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Camera, 52. Strike 2. Strike. Check strike.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
52 Glasgow. No, 52. Shot. 17. Black Ultra.
On second down, a run with Patterson. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be caught downfield by Byrd. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. He's doing that in this game.
Striker, 3-3.
They'll run here with Algier. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Koo now for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Falcons 34, Panthers 24.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. In the 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Right where they settled down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Fight, 97, check, match.
Third down, here's Algier. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. One last throw here for Herbert. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And he